And in Annapolis, locally, the city dock, no surprise, underwater yet again. Heavy rains and coastal flooding pushed water levels to more than 4 feet above the normal low tide. It's just a few days. Leaders set to break ground on the city dock resiliency project, which is expected to protect the city's historic waterfront. All right, let's bring in First Alert meteorologist Cutter Martin now. Cutter, fortunately, the rain is out of the way, but we're looking at maybe a bit of a chill for tomorrow.
Yeah, it's going to be chilly. It's going to be windy, but we have sunshine back in the forecast. One
good.
more hurdle to get through tide-wise, though. That's tonight. In fact, going into high tide right now in Annapolis. It'll be high tide closer to maybe 2:30 in the morning in Baltimore, and up towards Havre de Grace, closer to 6 o'clock in the morning. So just keep that in mind. The county shaded in red, that's a coastal flood warning, and that is where the tide could be high enough to once again cause some significant coastal flooding, though peaking about 8-9 inches lower than this morning's high tide. So once again, bay adjacent neighborhoods and communities, a little bit of high water tomorrow morning, especially before sunrise. Temperatures in the mid to upper 40s north of and west of the bay here, especially I-95, and points back towards, Frederick and Westminster. Upper 40s to near 50 Eastern Shore. It's a pretty common number tomorrow morning. We're going to take you into Baltimore County. We're in your neighborhood. Baltimore City, the mildest, and again, taking you even further to the south side, Anne Arundel County, friends. Pasadena, 49 degrees, and wake up, if you're trying to get across the Bay Bridge tomorrow morning, it is going to be pretty dicey, windy as early as maybe 7-8 o'clock. Bridge will be open, it'll be smooth sailing, but that little tug at the steering wheel certainly a possibility, and the breeze also making those 40s feel like upper 30s and lower 40s. Bus stop forecast, it's Halloween. Kiddos may be wearing their costumes to school. I don't know if that's still a thing. Probably is, at least in some spots. Make sure that everything's secured when it's going to be blowing, that they're dressed warm, because those 40s will feel colder even with a sunrise breeze already gusting up to about 30 miles an hour. Making a good comeback, though, in the afternoon. Temperatures upper 50s, lower 60s Eastern Shore. Frederick 59, 60 College Park, briefly up to 60 Baltimore, 64. A little warmer down in Lexington Park, and it will be windiest. Northwest Metro, west on 70, Carroll, Frederick counties, getting back in towards Blue Ridge and the Alleghenies here. Gusts up to 45 miles an hour, county shaded in orange. For Baltimore, I'm thinking more 30 to 40. So certainly windy, and I'd say windiest between mid-morning 10 a.m. and about 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and then winds crater, I should say, back to about 10-20 miles an hour after sunset. So for trick-or-treating, not all that bad. You need to make sure that your Halloween decor is secured for early day winds, but much calmer for trick-or-treating. Temperatures quickly cooling back through the 50s and into the 40s. Baltimore City already back to 51 by 9. So if you live closer to the Beltway and certainly outside of the Beltway, it'll already be in the 40s by 9 o'clock in the evening. The weekend continues that fall feel with the big 136 City Poly game playing at Morgan State. Temperatures in the 50s, winds lighter, but we'll still call it breezy on Saturday. Lightest winds will be Sunday, so you're going to gain an hour of sleep. Use that extra energy to get outside, all the yard work you have to do after the wind and the rain. Sunday is the day to do that, though we could have a couple of showers if you're heading to the mountains of western Maryland. Also, maybe far southern Maryland, can't rule out just a couple of showers Sunday on into Monday. You can see most of the map is dry. Not concerned about rain, but we're going to be eyeing that period Sunday, Monday for the possibility of a couple of showers. Gorgeous weather into the middle of next week. Alex.
Thank you, Cutter. Big game tonight.